Welcome, everybody, to another exciting episode, another live stream edition of A Week in Geekdom here on YouTube. I am your host, Giovanni Menendez, and welcome to another edition of That Friday Show. I have been gone for 2 weeks. I am so sorry about that. 2 weeks ago, I was sick. I couldn't do the episode, and then last week, I had family over, and it made it impossible to record an episode, but here I am, live with everybody, or if you're watching this pre-recorded, that's okay. We still love you. Thank you so much for supporting this channel, for liking, commenting, giving all your positive feedback and all that stuff. I really appreciate it. So I hope everybody is doing fantastic. I hope everybody's doing great. And I just wanted to talk about a few news that happened throughout the course of this week. A very interesting week, sort of light on news. There's a bunch of stuff that happened 2 weeks ago, but I'm not going to cover everything because we'll be here all night, and I don't want that. I'm just going to talk about 3 news items that I found really interesting, and hopefully you guys have some opinions on the chat. If there's nobody in the chat, then I'll answer some questions below later on. Anyway, let me know what you thought of those news items and share your opinion, because that is the one thing that I really love about YouTube, is the fact that I get to create any sort of content, and people like me or fans of the stuff I love can interact with me on said topics. So yeah, I do have a bunch of topics that I wanted to discuss, but like I mentioned, I'm going to condense everything to just 3 news items. The first one being one of the bigger news is actually that Marvel and Star Wars could remain on Netflix despite the Disney deal. Now, you're probably wondering what the hell I'm talking about. I'll explain. Basically, Disney and everybody else is launching their own streaming services because the jig's up. Apparently, everybody's, all the cable companies and all the channels and all that stuff, they've taken notice of the potential and the powerful nature of a streaming service, and how many people are cutting their cable bills and just going digital and forgetting and ditching old style cable TV. And now everybody wants a freaking streaming service. And what's going to happen, in my honest opinion, I saw this happening ages ago. You're going to have an overabundance of services, and you're going to basically be paying the same amount, if not more, than what you were paying when you were doing the whole cable thing or satellite or whatever. And it's going to suck. So I don't think it's a great idea at all. Hopefully Netflix can retain their Marvel movies and Star Wars and all that stuff, because that is the big ticket item when it comes to Disney and mainstream audiences. Because sports stuff and family stuff and animated shows, that's all going away in 2019, I think. It's going to be its own Disney streaming service. Warner Brothers is going to do the same thing. They're doing a DC related thing with Young Justice and the Teen Titans live action show and a bunch of other stuff from Warner Brothers. So yeah, no, if you are in agreement with me and you don't want so many freaking services, then please do not subscribe. That is the best and most honest and sincere message you can send to those big companies. Don't subscribe and don't support them. That's it. You don't have to go on a rant and just talk nonsense and verbalize your hatred for corporate America. Just simply don't watch them. They'll get the message, and they'll rewrite and they'll rework. Or if they offer free stuff and it's like Crunchyroll, where it's like super cheap to stream stuff, then yeah, what the hell, go for it. I don't know. But yeah, those are my opinions on it. I'm very curious to know what you guys think about the whole Netflix or the streaming overload of services that are upcoming, because there are a lot of services that want, or a lot of companies that want to do the whole streaming thing. It's insane. The next thing I wanted to talk about is that Netflix, because we're keeping a theme here with the whole streaming service, Netflix acquired the comic book publisher Millar World, of course, from the mind of Mark Millar. So many great titles, from Superior, Kick-Ass, Jupiter's Legacy, even not so good titles like I think it was Nemesis, and stuff that I really personally love, like Chrononauts, Huck, all those books. Everything is fair game now. Netflix wanted to step up because they are in depth, and they want to get like this big license where they can launch an original cinematic universe, if you will, a shared universe. And what a perfect and beautiful way to do it, with some quality books that people do love. And personally, I want to see Superior and Huck on on this platform. I really want to see a live action version of Huck. If you haven't read it, it's about this man that has superpowers, and he's basically this gentle giant Superman that goes around saving people and helping everybody out as much as he can until the government knows of his existence, and he's like the first superhero or whatever, and they want to make a media fuss about him. That could be really interesting on a TV platform such as Netflix, and the quality that they have amassed over the years lends itself to making something work like the Millar world. So I'm really excited. Plus, more Kick-Ass. I love Kick-Ass. I'm very much looking forward to seeing more stuff being adapted. I don't know. What do you guys think about that acquisition? Let me know down below. Also, because I happen to like everything Hellboy related, I just wanted to give a quick update. First of all, we learned that the Hellboy movie, I think it was Rise of the Blood Queen or whatever, they dropped the subtitle, which is great. They're just keeping it Hellboy, like the first movie. The VPRD is going to show up with the potential, if people like them, it's going to be like this whole tentpole thing. We're going to make it as comic book accurate as possible, I assume. So the VPRD is going to resemble the members from the comic book more than the Hellboy members. So I'm really excited to see that. Yeah, internet is kind of crappy today, so the streaming can cut off from time to time. I'm gonna check real quick to see where I am or where I left off because I was reading a news item on my screen. Hopefully, I don't have to repeat everything, because that will be a bummer. Um, Everyone launching their own streaming service. Yeah, yeah, Clark Nato, that's true. Everyone launching their own streaming services is going to bottom out fast. People are going to pirate the shit out of that content. Yes, yes, it's gonna happen, and it's a damn shame. Hopefully, it doesn't. But yeah, just in case people didn't get to hear it because I wasn't paying attention to the stream. I was reading a news article as I was talking. I covered the whole Millar world and how excited I was, and freaking Hellboy news. Hopefully, we got all of that. If not, that sucks. But I think we did, right? No, no, we didn't. Okay, let's see if I can do a summarized version before it cuts off again. So basically, yeah, Netflix acquired the Millar world. It's fascinating. It's great. It can provide a ton of new content. I'm really excited about that. Okay, moving on. The Hellboy stuff. In case I'm repeating everything, don't worry about it. I'm so sorry. It's my fault for not paying attention. I deserve that. Basically, the Hellboy reboot, I'm very much pro reboot, because the more I watch the old movies, the less I like them, simply because they don't follow the awesomeness of the comic books as I want them to. Yes, they are fantastic, fun adaptations, but they could be so much better. This world is brimming with character personality, just oozing with rich depth and a wonderful mythology of characters that revolve around the paranormal world and like ghost stories, fairy tales, mythical creatures, biblical stories and characters. You got Hellboy, you got the BPRD. They're going to show up in the movie, so I'm really excited. Hopefully, we will get a cinematic universe. I hate the fact that people were complaining that we weren't getting that we don't need a Hellboy cinematic universe. Usually, those type of people are the ones that have never read a Hellboy comic book. If you have read it, then come on, how could you say no to an Abe Sapien solo adventure or the BPRD without a Hellboy with characters like Johann, Roger, Liz doing their own thing, a Plague of Frogs adaptation? Come on, Jesus. We need a Hellboy cinematic universe. It is that great. And I was just talking about the fact that Mila Jovovich is going to play the Blood Queen in the reboot. Now, that is very interesting, and I love what they're doing so far with the casting. It's very interesting. I can't wait to see who they pick for Abe and Liz and all those characters. So, yeah, those are my 2 cents on the whole Hellboy thing. If somebody's watching this stream and wants to ask me anything, then please go right ahead and do so. I'm open to questions and answers on this portion of the stream. And I just wanted to make a quick announcement. I am going to be doing the Invincible videos very, very soon. I am so sorry. It's been like a 3-month delay. And but yeah, volume 3 of my discussion series is coming out really soon. I'm so excited. Volume 4 will come out as quickly as possible as well, so I can catch up with all of you guys. And hopefully you've been reading Invincible. It's one of my favorite comic books. And the whole thing was basically to talk about the series in its entirety. Connor, hey Gio, what are your top 5 favorite Batman comics? Okay, my favorite top 5 Batman comics, I would have to say, in no particular order, just top 5 stories that I like. Court of Owls, Hush, let's see what else I do like from the Batman character. Under the Red Hood, The Killing Joke, and I'm going to say Batman Rest in Peace, because I thought Zur-En-Arrh Batman was the coolest thing ever. So that's my top 5, of Batman comics. Let's see. So yeah, I'm doing all that stuff. By the way, I usually skip out on talking about certain news items. If you're interested, you want to follow me on your favorite social media platform, go on Facebook. I'm constantly uploading news items. Occasionally, I'll share some opinions on them. You can like the fan page there, A Week in Geekdom. If not, you can follow me on Twitter. and Instagram. Instagram is usually just hauls and quirky photos and all that stuff. And I do have Snapchat for some reason. So if you want to see something completely unrelated to the channel and me just posting random stuff that I see every day, then yeah, follow me there. I would appreciate it very much. I have a growing community of Snapchatters that are following me, so that's pretty cool. It's always fun to share, bits and pieces of my life, I guess. Right now, stuff I'm reading, and I'm sorry, I'm too lazy. They're far away, but stuff I'm reading includes My Hero Academia, Invincible, and I have other two books that I won't discuss here simply because they're a surprise and I want to do something very special with them. And before the Inhumans TV show starts, and before I get any hate because of that, because apparently some people are really critical of it, and I do understand the criticism, and I do see some of it, but I remain hopefully. I'm sorry. I remain cautiously optimistic, and I will watch it because I am a huge Inhumans fan. So I can't wait to do a very special video that should be up before September. So really soon, in the following days, we might see a very interesting Inhumans related video that I've been planning all year. And yeah, it's time to do that and let you guys in on that. But you're gonna have to wait. So yeah, any other news items that you want me to cover? Any questions, let me know. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in, as always. Oh, and I did see the pictures. Obviously, we all saw the pictures of Josh Brolin as Cable, and I'm no X-Men expert, but I think he looks fantastic. In my opinion, he looks the part. And I know there was a little bit of controversy with Domino. I get it. It's an inverted look. Like a domino piece, inverted colors and all that stuff. I dig the idea. I just would have gone in a different direction. But hopefully the actress does an amazing job and we get the best domino version out there. So yeah, let's just wait and see for the movie instead of passing judgment on a look from a picture. I don't know. So yeah, that's what's been happening. And I wanted to plug the Omni Bros live web show. We did a Marvel trivia game yesterday. That was really fun. I failed completely, especially on that one. I was like, I hope I get an Inhumans question. I finally do, and I just that was horrible. I had no idea that Talon had joined the Guardians of the Galaxy simply because I haven't read that run, the Guardians run in the 90s, so that's why. But yeah, it's really fun. I love doing all sorts of crazy stuff online, and that trivia game was actually pretty fun with the guys. You know, Omnidog, Riley, hardcover reviews, Gabe Infinity Watch, all that cool stuff. So yeah, go check out that video. I will probably link it down below along with the news items that I highlighted. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up. Sorry for the quick episode, but I wanted to just talk about a few things, a few stories that I so much, guys, for tuning in. God bless. Have a great evening. Have a great weekend. And I will catch you next week. Bye.